We are following some breaking news in the Nancy Guthrie case, and I did want to share this with you. This is from the New York Post, stating that Trump is telling the New York Post that he wants the death penalty for Nancy Guthrie's kidnappers if she isn't returned alive. And I did want to share a little bit more about that as we take a look at some file video. But this, according to the New York Post, President Trump saying that those responsible for kidnapping Nancy Guthrie must release her unharmed, or they will face the most severe federal penalties. In a very brief phone interview, Trump said that he would instruct the Justice Department to seek the death penalty if Nancy Guthrie is killed. And a little bit more information on that. Also, President Trump saying that the abductors would face very, very severe, the most severe federal consequences if Nancy Guthrie is found dead after she was abducted from her home outside Tucson, Arizona on February 1st. So when asked if that meant the DOJ would request the death penalty, President Trump said, "The most, that's true." Federal charges are common in high-profile cases, particularly if there is an interstate component or if a federal statute is violated. Arizona has the death penalty, but many of the inmates on the state's death row have been there for decades. Arizona carrying out just 2 executions since 2022, in part because of a nearly 2-year pause by the Democrat-led state government that was lifted in late 2024. So we did want to share that with you, as President Trump has indicated that he wants to seek the death penalty if Nancy Guthrie is not returned alive. We also have this breaking news development, as well as TMZ is reporting that they have received a 4th Nancy Guthrie demand email. Specifics, though, not yet clear in that, as we continue to follow the very latest. And we're also following more developments as the FBI right now is testing DNA found on a glove near Nancy Guthrie's home. And a little bit more information on this development, that a glove containing DNA found a couple of miles from the Tucson, Arizona home of Nancy Guthrie appears to match those worn by a masked person outside her house the night that she disappeared. And this is some more of that video and some of the photos that the FBI released of that suspect. The development comes as law enforcement gathers more potential evidence in the search for Nancy Guthrie, which is now in its 3rd week. She was last seen at her Tucson home on January 31st. She was reported missing the following day. Authorities say her blood was found on the front porch, and there have been some ransom notes that were sent to news outlets, including TMZ, but 2 deadlines for paying those ransoms have passed. Authorities have expressed concern about Nancy Guthrie's health because she needs vital daily medicine. She is said to have a pacemaker and have dealt with high blood pressure and heart issues, according to sheriff's dispatchers. So we did want to share that breaking news with you as we continue to follow all of those developments. Meanwhile, we were also hearing from Savannah Guthrie as she shared yet another very emotional post online, and we did want to play out that brief update for you right now.
To whoever has her or knows where she is, that it's never too late. And you're not lost or alone. And it is never too late to do the right thing.
That was a very brief but powerful message that Savannah Guthrie just released amid her mother's ongoing disappearance. But we also did want to share that breaking news, as President Trump said that he will be seeking the death penalty if Nancy Guthrie is not recovered alive.